Hi guys, how you doing? I'm gonna wait for one or two people to come onto this live, and I'm grateful that you guys will be joining this live. I said earlier on Instagram that I'll be live, but let's get to the point. So in this video, I want to share with you how you can take care of your health in the new year of 2020. And first of all, I must say that everyone has at a point where they start from. So you don't have to worry about where you're starting from. Because I think sometimes we are so used to success stories that we really don't care about the journey, or we don't care about where people start from. But I want to tell you today that everyone has a beginning from where they start. And you can start from five or you can start from zero. But that doesn't matter. As long as you have made that decision to start taking care of your health moving on forward. So I want to speak to you about the advantages of taking care of your health. If you're in the chat, please just say hi, give me a love or a like just in the chat if you're interested in what I have to say. So I'm talking about how do you take care of your health? How do you begin to take care of the most important thing in your life? Because, oh, hey, Michael, I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for joining me, Michael. So, how do you begin? First of all, you must begin by deciding what your goal is. Do you want to be healthy in order for you to be more attractive or to be slimmer, which most of us I know are looking forward to? And you must understand that it's not vanity or it's not wrong for you to want to look slimmer or to look more attractive. It's totally normal to want to be slimmer or want to be attractive. Because when you take care of your health and you are at that point where you physically feel that you're in charge of your body and you're much more healthy, at that point is when you actually begin to love yourself even more. Because you have to love yourself at every stage of your life. Whether you're fat or whether you're not successful, you're supposed to love yourself at any stage of your life. That is very important. But this is not to say that you have to love yourself to the point that you're not willing to change your life. Sorry, I have lipstick. To change your life and to begin to become a better person. So that is actually one point that I wanted to make. Excuse me one moment. Okay, I'm back. So you have to decide that even though you love yourself at the point that you're at in your life, whether it's education wise, whether it's health wise, it is important to realize that it's okay to love yourself, but not so much as to stay stagnant and not to improve your life. So you have to try to make a conscious decision to move your life forward to the next level. And in terms of health, most people want to get slimmer, or most people want to fight chronic disease, or most people want to age slower. Those are important aspects because when you feel like you are physically fit, at that moment, you also feel more confident towards yourself. And when you're confident, it is so easy for you to attract people into your life, for you to attract friends into your life who are willing to love you at the point that you're at. It is not easy for you to ask someone to love you, to ask someone to fully devote their life to you and to give you everything when you're not willing to give yourself everything. I know that it's a very controversial thing to say, especially at this point in our generation where we want to tell everyone that no, self-love this, you have to love yourself, you're okay the way that you are. Yes, those things are important. But we must not forget that it is human nature that we will most likely be attracted to those people who are also already loving themselves. So ask yourselves, for instance, why is it that we are attracted to celebrities? Why is it that we are attracted to people who are rich or people who are famous or people who are educated, people who are in positions of power? Because usually for people to reach a certain level of success, at least if it was handed to you from birth, if you're born into this crazy rich family. But if you're just like you and me, you have worked hard to reach the point in your life that you're at, you know. So usually when someone comes from nothing and they become successful, it's because there was a point in their life that they made a conscious decision to love themselves enough to pull themselves out of poverty, to pull themselves out of being unattractive or out of, any other stage that they were in order to be this new person that we all love and all admire. So we cannot deny it is human nature that we are attracted to those people who have willingly sacrificed a lot of things along the way in order for them to achieve something or in order for them to be more successful or to be more healthy. So we can say self love or love everyone at every size all we want, but the truth remains that as human as we are most likely going to be attracted to someone who is number one, as I said before, confident in themselves, and number two, someone who has worked hard and has willingly lifted themselves to that level that we're able to admire or able to connect with them at that level. So that is the core motivation that we have to have inside. It has to be inside you, how confident you want to feel and how beautiful you want to feel and how successful you want to feel through the goals that you want to achieve for yourself, even if it is just health goals. And when I say just health goals, I'm not saying it as health goals are not as important, but if we look at them in comparison to having more money or having more education, more people are willing to do anything to have more education or to have more money. But not everyone is looking into, oh, I want to be healthy, or I want to live longer, or I want to prevent chronic disease. Not many people are willingly making the decisions to do that, especially when they're young. Only maybe when they get older and they start experiencing those diseases, then they're like, oh, maybe I should take care of my health. Maybe I should do something, right? So, are we together? You guys who are listening, let me know, ask me questions in the chat, and let me know if you like or agree with what I'm saying. Okay, so let's move on. I have talked about the core idea of you taking hold of your life and also taking care of your health, right? And now I want to move on to the next stage. It's about relationships. So, the relationships that you have with your family, close family, like your mother, your father, your brothers and sisters, and for most of us, we come from extended families, so even our cousins do apply. So, what kind of mother do you want to be? Or what kind of father do you want to be? Do you want to be that father who is too tired and on the couch every day and doesn't even have the energy to play with their own children? Or do you want, uh-huh. Or do you want to be that father that is not able to go to their daughter's graduation? or to go to their son's wedding because they at some point didn't take care of their health and they died early and weren't able to be there for their own children. So you must think about those things because taking care of your health has implications in the real world, has implications on your life. So you have to have that in mind that it's not just about you, it's about those who are close to you. It's not a guarantee that when you take care of your health, then you will not be you live long or you will not die young, or it's not a guarantee, or you won't get chronic disease, you won't get cancer. It's not a guarantee. But because there's proven research that if you take care of your health more, if you eat healthy, if you watch your weight, you're going to most likely prevent diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, which are actually killing a lot of people, even in their 40s and in their 50s when they shouldn't be dying, right? So even though it's not a guarantee that you will live forever, but at least you did something in order to prevent those things from coming. If they come to your life, that's okay. Because you cannot really define what life will be, but at least you tried. So this will also connect to what Michael has asked me here. So what happens if you fail in achieving something in the process? Yes. Wow, that's a very good question. You know why it hits me hard? Because I have failed so many times. I have failed so many times. I have failed in my relationships. I have failed in my career. There are times when I have failed. And I'll give you an example of classical failures that I have experienced. So soon after I finished my university, my first degree, I started applying for scholarships. I wanted so much to go to the UK. I wanted to go there and I wanted to study there. I wanted to study my master's there. But I tried. Not 1 year, not 2 years, 3 years passed by. And every year I applied. But to no avail. I wasn't successful, you know. But you can imagine that I'm praying and I'm asking people who I knew that had gone through this process of applying for scholarships to help me, and they could try in their own way to help me, but it didn't work out. And if you feel like that, even just something that is not related to health. Yes, it's scholarships, but it's still something that you want to achieve. You want to get this master's degree, but you cannot go and study because your family doesn't have that kind of money to send you all across the world for you to study. So at this point, what do you do when you fail so many times? I'll tell you what I did. I continued applying. Because I think there was a point in my life that I understood this is what I needed to do no matter what. And when you know that this is what you need to do, no matter how discouraging, no matter how painful, no matter how hard it is to apply for these scholarships, but you just go on because you hope that one day you'll get something. And I remember that during the last time before I actually broke through, before I actually got my scholarship to come and study where I'm studying now, um, I had a friend who I was applying with that scholarship. And I remember she always told me, you win some, you lose some, but the things that you win are more important. And I think that is the most profound word that I have used in my not just in my life, as in my academic life, but also my, my relationships and many of the things that I deal with. I've realized that you cannot win everything, and you shouldn't win everything, because there is something in life that is meant for you as a person. There's something that has your name on it. I mean, come to think about it, there's something that has Michael on it. Whatever you're going through, whatever hardships you're going through, or whatever things that you're failing to achieve at this point, always remember that there's something that has your name on it. There's a scholarship that has Sana on it, you know, and that scholarship is meant for you, and only you. No matter how qualified any other person will be, no matter where they come from, what country they come from, but you are going to be successful because that thing is meant for you. So that's one thing that I have really come to understand and to learn. It was so hard because when you're young, there are a lot of things that you don't know. I made a lot of things, a lot of mistakes because I didn't know this detail about life. There were points when I wanted some things to work that weren't meant for me and were not supposed to work. But right now, I'm at that point in my life, even when I meet someone new and I'm like, oh, I wish that girl could be my friend. She's so cool. And if I notice that she doesn't want to be my friend, or if she's not that interested in chatting with me or getting to know my family, I feel like at that point, you cannot force it. You cannot force this person to be in your life when they don't want to. So that's one thing that I've come to learn. You have to know that there's something that is meant for you, right? Have I answered your question? Please let me know. And if you have any more questions, please ask in the chat. I know I don't see many people in the chat, but for those people who will be listening or who will be watching the replay of this live, is I just came on here today to motivate you for 2020 in terms of your health, for you to realize the reasons why you're taking that health journey that you're taking, right? So, and also to give you motivation towards what you want to achieve in life and how you can actually achieve it. So that's what I've been talking about until this far. And before I answered the question about what if you're failing, I was talking about relationships, that it is not easy for someone to be attracted to you or for someone to love you if you're not loving yourself. So one of the best ways that you can express your self-love is starting to taking care of your health. When you take care of your health, it is very easy for you to lose health, to lose weight, and also it is so easy for you to become more attractive towards other people because you're now more confident in your own body. And even if there were clothes that couldn't fit, but at this point, you can wear whatever you want. So it really does make a difference when you begin to take care of yourself, your confidence, your love for yourself. Those are important in attracting the right person to your life. But also, we must think of it as if we take care of ourselves, then it is so easy for us to take care of those who we love and those who are close to our lives. So I can see that there are not so many people in the chat, but I'm going to cut this video and I hope to speak to you soon. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you're interested in more motivation videos and also how to take care of your health. You were with me, Sana. Until next time, bye.